SMT Nation, welcome back to the channel. First time here, you end up liking this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss an upload. All right, and then for those who have been on the channel, you know that we like to, take an occasional deep dive into what's going on with the carriers. Right now, it's Spectrum Auction 110. The Spectrum is really, really important for the carriers, especially AT&T, who came up a little bit short compared to Verizon for their mid-band Spectrum auction with C-band. So AT&T is playing a bit of catch-up. We expect them to go 40 megahertz national and them to really be a big player in this auction. I think that's pretty much a slam dunk. There are some growing concerns that maybe the demand isn't there for this auction because other carriers don't have that same need or that same urgency. So I wanted to wait until today to get the final numbers on all the bidding up through this Friday. All right, so that has come and gone. I was originally going to do the story or cover the story on Thursday, but I just waited for the Friday because now we got 28 rounds of bidding complete. And here we have the 20 most expensive price per megahertz pop markets. All right, Little Rock at the top there, pictured. All the way at the bottom, you got DC. You look, those are some pretty big markets. Atlanta, you got Miami, Houston, Boston, and then you got some smaller towns, right? Some mid-sized, smaller towns. All right, Raleigh, North Carolina, Charlotte. All right, you got Austin in there. You got Tampa, right? I mean, they're not super small or anything, but they're mid-sized markets. Anyways, the demand is up in those places, but a lot of people have some concerns about demand being there and then actually getting to the $14.8 billion reserve. All right, so that's the growing concern: is does this spectrum auction falter? Could that potentially really, really hurt, right? So this website is here from Sasha Javid. Let's go ahead and scroll down on this, and let's take a look at the Spectrum Auction 110 compared to some of the more recent Spectrum auctions like C-band, which had a huge demand. All right, we know how sorely the carriers needed C-band, and then also compare it to CBRS, which happened, a year and some change ago. All right, so the blue one is Spectrum Auction 105. That's CBRS. And then the yellow one is the ongoing Spectrum Auction 110. So to compare it, and then the orange one, Spectrum Auction 107, is C-band. All right, now the expectation is that demand will not be like C-band. All right, C-band was $81 billion in proceeds and bids, right? So super high demand for much of it. Started to falter. I don't know. You'll see the demand start to substantially drop after like the late 30s, 40s. By the time it gets to around 50, it's very low demand. Here's the yellow one. This is the current auction. Pacing beyond the CBRS, not by much, but it is, but definitely not the demand of C-band. But that wasn't the expectation. Will this reach the 14.8 billion reserve? I still feel it will. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. I would expect this demand to probably track similarly. I mean, look at all these other auctions, how it tracks. So we are going to kind of start to see this taper off of demand. I still think we reach it no problem. I don't want to put a number to it. I did think that it was going to be closer to 30 billion. Maybe it doesn't hit the 30 billion, but there shouldn't be a problem reaching the 14.8 billion. I know there was a lot of concern and that this could potentially really hurt AT&T. And then some people went as far to say there was a possible signaling from Verizon to T-Mobile to get out and all this other stuff. I just don't think that's happening because none of that was happening in any of these Spectrum auctions. And this is tracking essentially the same way. But you do see a sharp demand drop here between round 9 and round 11. And that was when a lot of people speculated that there was someone who dropped, and it appears that that was confirmed. So that explains that drop. Here's another drop just like that, and another one here. Maybe there are people dropping. Maybe that's what it is. But I still think we're going to hit the reserve, no problems. What say you? You guys think there's any concerns? Should we be concerned for AT&T or about this auction? Sound off in the comment section below. You all are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share. Check out the links in the description box, the Patreon page, the Twitter handle, my email. It's all there. Let me know what you guys think about these trends. You think it's going to pace and hit its mark. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Peace.